Welcome to Nationals Academy, where the Bethesda Big Train will be playing away at the DC Grays. I'm Nick Poor here with Allie Navarrete, as always, bringing you the broadcast from the game. Allie, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. This is a lovely facility here in southeast Washington, D.C. Our lone team actually in the district in this league. Beautiful field, beautiful day. Not hot, which is nice. And, view's great from up here.
I gotta say, after the season got off to a rough start with weather, it poured prior to opening night, and then at Metro, it was disgusting to say the least. But yesterday, when we played host and took a big win, it was beautiful against the Crop Dusters, and today is a good day for baseball. I credit my niece for singing "Rain, Rain, Go Away" and then getting that video in the mail yesterday morning in the mail on Messenger.
Video in the mail.
Oh yeah. My cousin sent me a recorder all the way from Toronto. No, I credit her. But this is gonna be a beautiful day. We've got a great setup, in my opinion, from up here, and the Big Train are rolling to start the season 2-0.
Yeah, last night another 3-2 win over the Crop Dusters. It was quite the performance for Bethesda. Came out and were up 3-1, and then I believe it was the top of the ninth or the top of the eighth when the Crop Dusters were able to bring it within one. But then Big Train held on and got another close win and to start off the regular season on the right note.
Yeah. On the other hand, the Grays having an upsetting start to the season. They were tied going into extra innings and then fell 7-5, I believe, to the Gaithersburg Giants.
Yes, or they fell 12-0 on opening day to the
Giants,
Gaithersburg
yes.
Giants, and then last night a 7-5 loss in extra innings, a heartbreaker to those Metro Braves.
Yeah, Metro Braves, a team that we saw play the Big Train, although it's not fully official yet. It's in that weird limbo state right now. But the Big Train does possibly lead that game, I think. Do they even count the full inning?
No, so what happened there? Top of the eighth, Big Train goes up 5-3, but the Braves did not get through their batting cycle in the bottom of the eighth, so we'll revert back to the score before the eighth inning, 3-3. So when that game continues on June 27th, the Big Train and the Braves will be tied 3-all.
Yes. Looking at what we do have, though, that 3-2 win over the Crop Dusters baseball team, another RBI performance from Peyton Schultz. He's got 2 RBIs in the 2 wins. And Trey Wingett sending in a run himself, although that came in a somewhat disappointing scenario after being hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Actually, no, he RBI'd on his own and then also hit by a pitch and brought home a run to bring the lead to 3-2 Bethesda.
Yeah, so Gray's looking to rebound here, and Big Train looking to continue the winning streak before they head back home tomorrow. Interesting note here. Head coach of the Grays, Reggie Terry, has been the manager here in D.C. since 2015. But before that, he spent 3 seasons as an assistant coach for the Bethesda Big Train. So probably familiar with Coach Sal and how this Big Train team and organization operates. Will be interesting to see what kind of knowledge he can bring to the table this evening.
A little bit of a big brother, little brother relationship there then possibly with Sal and the coach of the Grays.
Perhaps, except for the fact that their college careers line up, so I believe they're about the same age.
Right. Maybe it's a month difference, still big brother, little brother.
You're right. I could be wrong here.
Twin. I don't even know. Yeah, exciting to see what the Grays have today on the mound. Starting for them today will be Nick Fletcher out of Holy Cross University.
And then starting for the Big Train, a pitcher we have not seen yet, Ryan Sanders, lefty out of St. Mary's in California, so teammates with Trey Wingett. He's a Lancaster, California native.
Yeah, we're getting another lefty-lefty matchup, if I'm correct. Fletcher or righty, sorry. Yesterday we had the lefty-lefty matchup as the Crop Dusters' Justin Woodbury took on
Connor Ball.
Connor Ball, that's right. Eric Ritchie got credit with the win, but Connor Ball was the start. Fletcher, a righty from Holy Cross, the junior, pitched 2 innings already in the Cal Ripken Collegiate Baseball League, giving up 4 runs, 2 doubles, and a triple. 3 extra base hits across that 2 1/3 innings. We'll see if he can quiet the offense a little better here today in his second outing in the league.
Yeah, very excited to see how the Big Train can sort of, continue the streak. And, obviously a win's a win, but I'd like to see them win by a little more. They've been keeping us on our toes, but I think this team has serious potential to come out here today and hit really well and hopefully take care of business a little more handily than they have been.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Those games have been great for us as fans of great baseball, but as fans of the Big Train, nerve-wracking to say the least.
Yeah, but they've been getting it done. So
Yeah, again, looking at Coach Sal's lineup, he doesn't fill out all the non-starters, but did put Rogers in. T.J. Rogers will not be starting today. We're going to shuffle things around. Starting at second base is Petre, which keeps Lane at third, but brings in Cobb to DH and Wargo to catch. Little shift there, but it's the same 10 guys and a pitcher just rotating around. Sal seems to already know what his roster is before, until we get guys back from those super regionals.
yeah, exactly. Big Train roster pretty consistent right now, but very excited to see what can happen when we got a lot of those guys from really, really, really talented D1 programs back. Looking for the other Maryland guys to come out. Obviously, as a Terps fan, everyone knows. I'm anxiously awaiting the Matt Cunningham, Andrew Johnson duo, but Sean Lane, the Terp, got started right away, so he back at first base again today.
Yeah, he was here within 24 hours of
Yeah,
getting knocked out of the
seriously.
tournament, which I don't have the emotional or physical strength to do either of those things, let alone to play in 2 straight days or come in after a loss. Excited to see what Matt Cunningham can do. He made 3 appearances for the Terrapins this year with a 3.5 ERA, but that is the Big Ten, and he is a young guy entering his sophomore year next year. It was his freshman season. This could be a great proving ground for the righty, number 37, to come out and throw some heat, show what he's got.
Yeah, Big Train roster pretty young this year, lots of first years, and a program like Maryland that's really developing at the moment and really on the up and up. Head coach Rob Vaughn is doing great things over in College Park. So for his guys like Lane and Cunningham and Johnson to get a chance to play with Coach Sal here at the Big Train is huge, especially as Maryland looks to repeat what they did this year.
Bethesda looking to repeat what they did that last year and the year before and the year before and the year before and the year before. 5-time champions in a row. Looking to get their 6th. DC Grays on their Twitter acknowledging that we're the reigning champions, as they should. There should be fear instilled in the Grays, who are, I don't even think they have, do they have gray uniforms? Is that their aways? Because they're wearing whites today. Bethesda will be wearing the gorgeous black jerseys that I love, saying Bethesda across the front. On the mound again for them is Ryan Sanders, someone who we haven't even seen in a scrimmage game yet. So Allie and I are just as new to his game as you guys will be at home. He had a good season for St. Mary's, albeit a smaller sample size. A 3.32 ERA, actually a larger sample size, apologies, a 3.32 ERA and a 3-2 record as a starter. 26 strikeouts to 13 walks, so he's got good control over that ball. And he's played college ball before for Bellingham and in the West Coast League.
Yeah, it should be exciting to see what he can accomplish today. Some noise coming over the PA announcer. I believe the anthem is going to come in soon. So
yeah, apologies for the delay in start. Unsure what's holding back action so far today.
yeah, I think we'll step aside for just a bit until the game gets started, but don't go anywhere on BigTrain.tv.
Welcome back. We're here in the district as the DC Grays play host to your Bethesda Big Train. I'm Nick Poor here with Ali Navarrete. As always, you're used to the deal by now. We're here on the road at Nationals Youth Academy, Youth Baseball Academy, I should say, although that is somewhat implied. Beautiful field. It is a turf field for those of you wondering how that infield looks so brown. The turf field will wonder how that might impact the run of a ball coming through out of the infield. Leading off for the Big Train any moment now will be Garrett Felix, of course. He's been leading off every single game, exhibition, non-exhibition. Regardless, he has been there for Bethesda.
Yeah, Garrett Felix has been a really important member to this team so far. You know, his base running is electric. He's been so quick out there. And then he's been hitting pretty well, too. You know, he's already such a threat. He's been intentionally walked. I believe he got walked last night as well. So these teams know what he can do, and he's proven it so far.
Yeah, it's early days in the league, but I believe he leads the Cal Ripken League with 4 walks. I'm going to fact check that right now. One of those intentional, 3 drawn. Yes, he's tied with Friend of the Aces with 4 walks for the highest in the league. Behind him are multiple names with at third from the Giants, Aces, and Crop Dusters, but he's shown a lot of control at the plate.
Yeah, and again, on the mound out there for the Grays, number 19, Nick Fletcher, the junior at Holy Cross College, Cleveland, Ohio native.
A lot of Patriots League in this team. They got a Lafayette player out in the field as well. We'll see what that brings for them today. Felix settling in at the plate, the lefty. First pitch takes a ball, count 1-0 to get things started here in DC. Second pitch coming in from the righty. Fletcher hit by Felix. That's deep out to right field. Right fielder chasing for it, and it is caught. That is the center fielder for the DC Grays making the catch. That's Diego Barrett.
What a catch there. Good contact from Felix to start things off, but not exactly what he wanted. But, you know, we're up next to the guy who's really been hitting the stuff.
Woo! It's Emilien Pitre at the plate, and as you said, he's been a red-hot start this season. Pitre batting over 500. Outstanding performance from him. Hits the first ball out to right field. It'll land, just as I say it. Another single for Emilien Pitre. He has 8 hits to start the season, batting 8 for 13.
Yeah, he's been a real force at bat for the Big Train. And also, he's been having some good base running, too. He had got caught stealing once last night, but 2 successful stolen bases, and was playing shortstop for Bethesda, but today we'll get his second base debut, which I believe what he was playing in high school and at Kentucky a bit.
Again, young season, but his 8 hits lead the Cal Ripken League. Behind him is Peyton Schultz with 5, who's at the plate now for the Big Train. Going for a pickoff throw there is Fletcher, unable to reach Pitre in time. First pitch coming in from Fletcher here. Heater high and inside, count 1-0 to Schultz.
Peyton Schultz, another force. You know, he gets that 3rd spot in the batting order. I believe he had 2 doubles last night. He had that walk-off single, or I think they credited a walk-off double in the end to win the game on opening night. So certainly earning his 3rd spot here.
His 2 doubles on the season do again lead the Cal Ripken League. Of course, it's early, but they're still off to such hot starts as he hits one down the third base line. That'll stay fair. Pitre's going to push over to third. Ball comes off the wall nicely for the left fielder. That is a lucky bounce for Donovan Freyer to field there and keep Pitre on third, as a double from Peyton Schultz puts the Big Train in scoring position here early.
We were just talking about it, how Peyton Schultz has been really great hitting-wise for the Big Train with a couple doubles, and he does it again, sending runners in scoring position. Huge.
Forgot to do our little pregame ritual there, but we're all set now. At the plate for the Big Train is who else batting cleanup? Your Terrapin, Sean Lane. Again, we're still waiting for those other Terrapins to come in. Lane came right away, astoundingly quick. First pitch to him. High, ball one. Leaving runners in scoring position has been a bit of a problem on this young season. The Bats have been getting consistent contact, but just 6 runs over those 2 games.
Yeah, a couple opportunities last night with runners in scoring position. Big Train weren't able to capitalize, but hopefully they can change that here.
Ball in the dirt. Count now moves to 2-0.
Fletcher struggling early here on the mound for DC.
Yeah, not a great start, giving up 2 hits and that deep pop fly from Felix. We'll see if he can fight back from this 2-0 count. Hit towards shortstop. Runners will advance. Gets the out at first, but that will be an RBI ground out for Sean Lane, bringing home Emilian Pitre. And the Big Train lead early, 1-0 here at Nationals Youth Baseball Academy.
Huge for the Big Train to get on the board early. You know, like we said last night, there were a lot of opportunities with runners in scoring position that the Big Train weren't able to capitalize on, and it's exactly what Sean Lane needed to do there to send one home early.
Exactly. Well said. Following him up is Colton Hegwood. The pressure's not off. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. As still on third is Schultz. Hegwood batting .333 on the season. 4 hits but 6 strikeouts, leads the Big Train. Fletcher playing a little bit of stickball there in the dirt, bouncing up, count 1-1. A tough start for the Holy Cross athlete in Fletcher here as he falls. The count falls even, 1-1. From Cleveland, Ohio. Ball misses 2-1. Home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I've been there, actually.
Is that any interesting?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was young and like I'm not the biggest rock and roll fan, but I enjoyed it. I got to see. I think my favorite section was like they have a bunch of like Madonna's outfits from the '80s, and I like that part.
The Drag Race fan in me thinks that's outstanding. Cool. 2-1. Misses. Count goes to 3-1 here. Falling behind is Fletcher. On deck for the Big Train, should Hegwood reach, is Trey Wingett.
Trey Wingett with the most positive of vibes today.
Thank God for his positive vibes, because he has been hit by a pitch 3 times in this young season. I would not be able to stand at the plate after getting walloped that often. Pop fly into the infield, called out by the shortstop. Easily fielded for the Grays, but not before the Big Train can strike early. They lead 1-0 on the road here against the DC Grays on BigTrain.tv. Welcome back here to Big Train TV. On the mound for the Big Train, Ryan Sanders. First time we're seeing him at all today. Lancaster, California, coming across the country here to play for Coach Sal and the Big Train. On the other hand, leading off for the Grays is Henry Zapay.
Zapay, the sophomore at University of Nebraska, Omaha.
Fouls off the first pitch there, count 0-1. For those of you who are foolish like me, University of Nebraska, Omaha is University of Nebraska.
No.
No?
You're foolish for saying that.
Ah!
University of Nebraska, Lincoln is the Big Ten Cornhusker, what you
Okay.
think of. Omaha, different site, not the Big Ten.
Okay.
So University of Nebraska, Lincoln is, despite Omaha being the biggest city, I believe, in
Yeah, that's
Nebraska.
what, that got me tripping.
Yeah, no, Lincoln's what you want when you want UNL.
Oof. Ball goes wild there, count 1-1. Behind the plate today, again, a different catcher. It's going to be Clay Wargo after we saw Schiavone take that opportunity last time. He's out in right field today. First time we've seen him in the outfield.
Yeah, very interesting. Excited to watch Jason Schiavone in the outfield
Oh.
today.
They're actually going to say that hit the batter. Could not see that from our current angle. So he's going to take a base. And early on, Sanders, runner on base, see if he can regain some composure here under pressure.
Yeah, apologies for the interesting angle today. View's great, but you can't quite see the whole field. We're kind of above it to the right, behind first base. So view's great, but definitely
It is.
interesting.
That's on me for missing that opportunity. Up now is Patrick Vandenberg. Sorry, put the cart in front of the horse there. Another guy from that Patriot League Lafayette College senior from Nashville, Tennessee. That bunt will go foul there. Count 0-1. He's an Uber Eats driver.
Yeah, Vandenberg, Uber Eats driver, if you heard Nick say that under his breath. He's actually very interesting. I was looking into him. He's a government and law major and has volunteered for several campaigns and worked as an intern for many campaigns.
Dude's on his grind. If he's doing Uber Eats driving, working on all these campaigns.
Seriously. And playing baseball.
Oh, yeah, that is the one
That
we're watching
too.
here today. Hits it right up the middle, well fielded by the shortstop. Turns one. Safe. Cannot turn two. That throw from Petrie, who's at second base now. It was fielded by the shortstop.
It's Hegwood at shortstop
Hegwood.
today.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's got me a little flipped around. That infield's been so consistent in terms of both performance and who's literally out there day in, day out. A little bit of a flow switch today. So yes, that was Hegwood to Petrie to Lane. Gets the first out, takes the runner off second, but not before Vandenberg can make it to first. Up now is Ozzie Pratt. He's playing shortstop today. Fouls the ball off.
Pratt, very impressive in his freshman campaign with BYU. He had quite the season. He was named to the WCC all-freshman team and was an honorable mention for the entire conference. So really racking up the accolades there early in his freshman career.
Yeah, we were talking about him as someone to watch today. We'll see if he can deliver. Fouls that off behind 0-2 here to Sanders. Sanders. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, I was just going to say, he started 40 of 49 games. He played for Brigham Young in his first year, so they knew he was talented, and so do the Grays.
BYU in the WCC?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Tough conference alongside. Oh, hit out. Trying to get over Hegwood, but Hegwood is there. Backs up nicely to field that play. That's 2 outs, and we're 1 out away from escaping the first inning after an early hit by pitch.
Definitely important to take care of Pratt there. He's got the nod at, third in the order for the Grays. So Sanders making stuff happen so far after that hit by pitch on the first one.
We're going back-to-back Utah boys. Another Brigham Young athlete coming up to the plate. It's Max Harper, the junior. First pitch swung and missed, low heater. Good pitch there from Sanders. Sanders, another lefty starting on the mound for Big Train. I believe we've seen 3 of that already between Braden Jones and Connor Ball, if I'm correct. Hit, foul, count 0-2. Actually, sorry, Braden Jones is a righty. Connor Ball is a lefty, though. This DC Grays team actually only has 3 lefty arms in total. 0-2 pitch. Ball inside. The at-bat will continue.
Harper fighting back here. Does not want this inning to end. Sanders yet to record a strikeout today.
They're going to try and avoid leading a runner on base here early. Fouls another one off. At-bat continues.
Max Harper did not see much playing time this past season out in Utah, BYU, unlike Pratt, but definitely looking to make his name known before he heads back there in the fall.
Coming in up to junior year, that's when you really want to get minutes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Sanders records his first strikeout of the game. To come back, hits the batter, but then records 3 straight outs to end the first inning solidly. Big Train lead here, 1-0. Welcome back to Nationals Academy. Leading off for the Bethesda Big Train is number 9, Trey Wingett. Wingett excited for today's game.
Yelling up to us pregame. He was like, positive vibes today, guys. We were like, yes, of course, Trey.
Really hoping for positive vibes for Trey, who's played well when he's been able to swing the bat. He has a double and another hit to go with that, but he's been hit by a pitch 3 times. We really hope for the best for him as he takes ball 1 high.
He was a trooper yesterday, though. That one hit him brutally. Kind of fell to the ground, but got back up eventually and still ran and then had another at-bat. So
yeah, the fact that he ran after getting hit by a heater in the leg. Wow. Second pitch of the at-bat. Hit by Trey Wingett deep to right field. That'll go foul.
Great contact there, though.
One count. Great cut from Wingett, though. Batting .222 on the season. Again, though, his OBPS is much higher after reaching on 3 hit by pitches. And no walks, actually. Ball high, count 2-1. Some kids throwing a football at the poles of the net.
Nice play-by-play there, Nick.
Yeah,
you got to know there are footballs being thrown.
Well, honestly, if you hear like a dong, that's what it is. Ball tries to paint the corner there from Fletcher. Just misses now. 3-1 batters count.
Fletcher really struggling here early. Gave up 2 hits and a run in the last inning.
Trying to battle back at least here against Wingett. Wingett hits that hard down the first base line. Well fielded by the DC Grays first baseman. Over on first base today is not Diego Barrett. That's an 8. That's Max Harper. Good job to keep that in the infield and take it himself to first.
That was a great play there from Max Harper. just struck out in his last at bat, but showing us what he can do on the infield. And up now for the big train is Schiavone.
Yes, he's batting .429 on the season. He's playing right field today, the first time we've seen him in the outfield so far this season. Strike called, count 0-1. Schiavone, 2 runs scored in this young season. Fouls that one off, count now 0-1. 0-2, yes, 0-2.
Fletcher kind of finding his groove again here.
Another out here would be great for his confidence. He's got the 0-2 count ahead of Schiavone, who's been a great hitter so far for the big train. Ball high, misses there, count 1-2. And yeah, did you hear the ding? You heard the ding?
I did. I kind of think, like, it's got to be kind of distracting for the players.
I'm surprised the first base coach from the big train has not started yelling at them
I'm also
yet.
surprised.
I would be yelling at them if I were them.
He looks unfazed, but I just don't know how much longer this will go on.
Speaking of unfazed, was hoping that would be a ball. No movement from Schiavone at the plate, but goes to his detriment there. He's going to strike out looking. Second strikeout of the game for Fletcher.
I believe it's actually his first.
Thought he got a strikeout to end the first inning.
No, I think Hegwood popped out. I could be wrong.
You know, he struck out Hegwood.
Okay.
No, put out 6. Never mind.
Yeah.
You were right. It was a double play to end the inning, I believe. Yeah, fly out, then double play. Apologies, his first strikeout of the game. Oh, and we do have a pitch count now that we have access to Point Streak. So 11 strikes and 11 balls, 22 pitches so far for Fletcher. That pitch will miss, count 1-1.
It's Baylor Cobb back in the big train lineup today. He took the night off last night, but he's in DHing for the train today.
Cobb, slow start to the season, 0 for 6. See if he can get going here with 2 outs. Start something for the train. Takes another ball inside, count 2-1. Two-one pitch coming here to Cobb. Fouls that one off, tops it. It escapes the net and reaches a child. They have a baseball now. We'll see if they keep playing with the football. More updates on the children coming in soon.
I was going to say, might be time for a ball change for those guys down there.
Oh, yeah, could be.
No, still
No.
football.
Count 2-2 here with 2 outs. Fletcher looking to get a second strikeout of the game. Hit up the middle, well fielded, and Cobb will be thrown out. That was a good play from the second baseman, Patrick Vanderberg. Sorry, I read that as Verlander. Little Freudian slip, I guess. That'll end the inning. Big Train still lead 1-0 here on the road. Welcome back here. Big Train in the field now, leading 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the second. Leading off for the DC Grays here is going to be Aaron Thomas.
From Wofford College.
Yeah, Wofford.
Wofford, oh.
No, sorry, I didn't mean it as a correction. They play, they're one of the most exciting teams in college basketball, the way they play, very open. And it's a very competitive team in baseball as well. Sorry, I did not mean for that to sound as a correction. I just did not know.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I just didn't know where the rest of my sentence was going. Fouls that off, count even, 1-1. Thomas.
Oh, no, you tell us.
No, you do it. I know exactly what you're going to say.
Thomas, not too much time for Wofford this past year. Only had 2 at-bats. He had a hit, but he was mostly a pinch runner for them this past season.
I was actually going to say something different. So far in the Cal Ripken Collegiate Baseball League, he is 0 for 3. Takes a ball low, count even again, 2-2. Again, though, early days here, and the DC Grays did play another game. It has just not been updated into the league site for those of you at home who are confused as to why they're 0-2, despite the website reading 0-1. 2-2 pitch. Smacked out to right field. That'll land fair. That'll land fair, holding the right field line. He's going to push to second. Hard throw coming in from Schiavone. He's safe at second. A double for Aaron Thomas. A close double, but a double nonetheless, while hit down the right field line by the Wofford infielder.
There's a great hit there from Thomas, and I actually really like the decision on his part to push to second base. I think that shows some real initiative.
Bold, but paid off.
Yeah, seriously.
Coming up now, sophomore from Georgetown University, Brian Detman. Georgetown.
Do you not like Georgetown? I guess you go to GW. Are they like rivals?
Everyone hates them because they all want to get in there.
Fair enough.
Don't tell other GW people that I admitted that, but I just don't like them because everyone I've met from Georgetown has been annoying. Anyways, count 0, except for Jay. Jay's outstanding. 0-0, first pitch. Strike 0-1. For those of you who were at the game last night, you got to see a special substitution. Ray Ash not doing the musical chairs. It was Jay last night.
He was great on the mic.
That was the real show. I mean, not the amazing win from the Big Train. 0-1 here early for Sanders. Smacked foul. It's going to roll right into the Big Train bullpen. Count now 0-2. Sanders a chance to register an out here and strike back after Thomas hit first with that double.
Brian Detman out of Rockville, Maryland. He went to Georgetown Prep High School. My cousins went there. Great school, great program across lots of sports, but baseball program pretty good too.
He is batting .500 to start this season in his 2 at-bats. Gonna take a second there to let him warm up, take a swing as he tries to fight back in this count behind 0-2 to Sanders. Fouls that off. At-bat continues at 0-2.
Sanders here with a good opportunity to take care of the out. Again, runner on scoring position for the Grays. I was just going to say, I like the power coming in with Sanders on his pitches.
Yeah. I was going to say something completely different. I'm glad you said that because it was more interesting. Oh, got him chasing in the dirt there. He's going to try and run for first, but no dice there. Strikes him out for his second strikeout of the game. Sanders now 1 out on the board for the Big Train. Batting next for the DC Grays is number 24, Logan Scully, the catcher.
Scully out of George Mason, sophomore from Annapolis, Maryland, had only 3 at-bats, but batted .333 across those 3 for the for George Mason this past year.
The number 4 catcher out of high school in Maryland. First pitch of ball, count 1-0.
Very athletic family, too. His father played baseball at Loyola, Maryland. Grandfather played basketball at Loyola, Maryland. So the Maryland runs deep, as does the athleticism.
Wonder if they're upset with him for crossing the Potomac going over to GMU. Count 1-1. Loyola MD Great athletic program. It seems like they compete in every sport. They're always just around in the Patriot League.
Very good women's lacrosse. I know that. Kind of random, but Northwestern has good women's lacrosse. So
1-1 hit out to center field, coming in and fielded by Wingett. He'll throw it into the infield, and suddenly what was a great chance with GC Grays has evaporated. Runner on second and 2 outs. Bringing up Diego Barrett, who did well in the field. The center fielder for the Grays, making a play or two out there early.
another George Mason kid, Diego Barrett.
The Patriot looking to get something going for the Grays here. That was a T-ball fouled off. That startled me. First pitch comes in, swing and a miss, count 0-1. I was like, how did he foul it if the batter hasn't even, or the pitcher hasn't pitched the ball yet?
Sanders really in command here, finding his groove in the bottom of the second.
Right, that double feels like an aberration after a ground out and a fly out. Have him in control here. Batter's going to take a moment.
Just the bikers. That was really loud.
0-1 pitch coming in. 0-2. You're right, it was loud, but I would kill to be as free as they are right now. And I don't know. I'd love to actually have a bike or even one of those big scooters that you can sit on in this city. Oh, it would make transport so much easier.
I don't think I've ever. Have you ever birded?
Birded? Hit out to right field hard. Charging is Schiavone. Caught! Schiavone with a diving catch to end the inning and stop a run from scoring. The Big Train get out unscathed after an Andrew Thomas double puts the Grays in position. Great defense from Bethesda to keep the lead 1-0 here on BigTrain.tv. Welcome back. Leading off for your Big Train is Clay Wargo, the catcher tonight, batting .091 on the season so far, but that one hit was an RBI double. We'll see what he can do at the plate here again. Fletcher still on the mound for the Grays.
Just want to go back to that catch there to end the bottom of the second. Jason Schiavone showing us what he can do in right field. Dove for that one. It was just picture perfect.
Mercy me. I was shocked to see him in the outfield just because I haven't seen that from him. You know, he's an everyday catcher for JMU. And then he showed us he's got a little bit of that utility in him with a great diving play. First pitch. Call the ball, I believe. Count 1-0 here to Wargo. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Count now even to Wargo, 1-1.
Clay Wargo again with a walk, I believe, in a couple nights ago, and he has the 1 RBI on the season. Hoping to see him kind of round off this order with the. I'd like to see some power from him.
The 0-1 Took a hefty swing, but chasing down on a low pitch there. Count 1-2 now. Fletcher a chance to get this inning off to a good start. He's going to step off the mound and step back on there. Oh, I'd be watching something high here. He's been playing low all at bat. No, he goes back to the well, gets Wargo to swing and miss for his second strikeout of the game.
Yeah, second strikeout there for Fletcher. But back to the top of the order with Felix. He had a powerful hit into the right center field area for the first out of the game. Dropped right into the glove of the Grays, but was loving the swing on Felix. We don't see that too much from him.
Yeah, we'll see if he can do a little more here. Hits another one hard. That's going out to center field this time. Coming in again, though, is the center fielder, easily played by number 1, Diego Barrett. Actually, that's the second time he's caught a Felix fly ball this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely liking to see Garrett Felix swing here. Just needs to get a little more force behind that, make it go a little further. But, you know, the guy's leading the league in walks already, so just liking the contact.
It was strange. We saw him showing bunt a bit yesterday, and I'm surprised that they were telling him to do that when he has such a level swing, the leadoff hitter. First pitch in here to Petre, who, of course, has been outstanding so far for this Big Train team. He singled in his last at-bat.
He had a lot of Big Train guys last night trying the bunt single to load the bases, and it was Petre who eventually got it done. Very crafty.
Petre was the runner who scored in the first inning after he singled. Schultz double pushed him to third, and then he came home on a ground ball from Sean Lane. Two-out count to him here. Swings on that one. It's going to be a ground ball chopping down to first base. Well played, and an easy out recorded there for Max Harper to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Fletcher as the game remains tight. Big Train do lead, though, 1-0 as we head to the middle of the third. Welcome back here. Leading off for the DC Grays is number 15, Donovan Freyer. He's playing out in left field tonight. It's his first at-bat of the game as he comes up against Sanders.
Freyer out of Shorter University, batted .208 this past season, 5 RBIs. Favorite food is crab.
Oh, I love crab. Strike one there.
The Maryland boy writing his favorite food is crab.
Not a shocker. Would love to see it, though.
From Upper Marlboro, Maryland, but a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
I guess that isn't that far from Philly. Ball swing and a miss there. Strike 0-2.
Definitely not. But I mean, if you're from Maryland, most people obviously Commanders fans. Commanders, Eagles do not get along.
From Maryland, wouldn't they all be Ravens fans?
Oh, or Ravens fans, yeah.
It's like
I guess if you're a Ravens fan, they don't really care about the Eagles.
Ball there. Count 1-2. It's like New Jersey. There's a surprising population of Eagles fans because a certain part is closer to Philly than New York City.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
guess so.
why when we have two teams that are New York in quotations and really New Jersey teams?
Yeah.
One of them is the Jets, though, to be fair. The 1-2 pitch. He went around that. That's strike. Yeah, strike 3 there. Fletcher's going to get sent packing, looking, well, kind of swinging, trying to hold back. Another strikeout there for Sanders.
Number 3 on the day for Sanders. The ump almost wasn't sure, but Wargo behind the plate was like, he swung.
Yeah, he literally stood up and pointed right at him and said,
He was like, you saw that, right?
this man is out, and he was right. Up at the plate now, last hitter for the DC Grays is...
No, we're back to the
Oh,
top.
actually, top. Sorry, I read 7 wrong there. It's 7, Henry Zapay, not 7 fielder, Donovan Frere. Zapay up at the plate again. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. 1-0 count here. Sanders looking to redeem himself against the speedy Zapay. Hits it down to shortstop, charging. Great throw there from the shortstop, Colton Hegwood, to make the play. That'll be 2 outs here for Sanders as we look to close out the bottom of the third.
That was a great throw from Colton Hegwood in his shortstop debut for the Train, and had a nice spin on it. And Sean Lane with the reach there to make sure that he was still at the bag and getting Zapay out handily. It was a great communication and pass catch situation from those two.
Well said. Coming up now is Patrick Vandenberg, who reached on a fielder's choice that got Zapay out last time. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Sanders. Vandenberg smacks that one straight to the third baseman. Well fielded by Schultz. Throw off. Wow, I really thought the foot might be off there from Sean Lane, but they're going to say he held it. That'll end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Sanders thanks to some great play from his infield. Big Train continue to lead 1-0 here as we enter the top of the 4th on the road and the district. Leading off the inning for the Bethesda Big Train is Peyton Schultz. Schultz has had a great season so far for the Big Train. He doubled in his last at-bat.
And doubled a couple in the past couple games.
I think he's got 3 doubles in the season. He leads the league, of course, as we mentioned before. The point streak, for those of you following at home, is behind. We're in the top of the 4th, not the top of the 3rd. Fletcher still on the mound, though, for your DC Grays, or if you're a DC Grays fan tuning in. First pitch coming in from Fletcher, hit hard by Schultz. It's going to go far foul, though. I do need to stand up because I lost the ball through the bar there. Don't know why I said that out loud. That was a thought for myself and maybe a comment to you later, but no more than that. But an acknowledgement that you are correct, that standing up is the vibe at this locale.
Yeah, we're all the way up. Might as well get a little taller.
Nothing can stop me. We're all the way
all
up.
the way up.
Shout out Remy Ma, best female rapper alive. Filed out, count 0-2.
That was a bold claim there.
Remy Ma. Okay, maybe not. Rhapsody's really good. I haven't listened to enough of her stuff. I do like Tierra Whack. And a lot. Cardi B's actually, I like her album Invasion of Privacy, but I don't like her recent stuff.
Mm-hmm.
WAP's good, but some of her other singles have been really hit or miss. Like the one where she was dressed in like all gold. Anyways, the 0-2 pitch misses 1-2. But what, were you team Nicki over in the Nicki Remy Ma beef?
I don't really. I wasn't
Yeah.
really following, but I do like Nicki Minaj.
Remy Ma dropped a track called Sheether, where she absolutely tore Nicki Minaj to shreds for so many things. One of the hardest diss tracks of all time. The 1-2. That's going to chop down to the third baseman. Well fielded, thrown across. Great. Woohoo! What a play. Quick little snag from Max Harper at third to keep the ball from going astray or going into the runner, which could have caused a problem. Throw coming across from Zippy. Love that name. Zippay, sorry. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, back to Sean Lane here for the big train. He was responsible. Got that RBI to get Petre home in the first.
We've been missing some of that on base ability, though, from him. We saw that deep bomb get him onto second, but that was off an error in opening night's play. And although he did score the RBI, that was a ground out. We have not seen a lot of base running Sean Lane, and we'll see what he can do here to get on base for the train. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Fletcher. Lane's going to take that low and away, count 1-1. I think if this game becomes a blowout by any chance, we turn and start broadcasting this little stickball game over here. Oh, I could clobber that one. All right.
At least they're not throwing the football anymore.
Praise be. Count 1-1 here from Fletcher, dishing high and inside. Count 2-1.
Would love to see some power and some contact here from Sean Lane. We know he can do it.
I mean, his first swing as a Bethesda Big Train player almost won out for a walk-off homer. Hits that one hard, but that's going high and away. That's going to go foul. Oh, third baseman tracking over. Zippay trying to get there and does. Thought that was going to go farther out, but it did not. And back-to-back outs for Fletcher, who's looking to get another 1-2-3 inning.
And back to Colton Hegwood, who ended the first inning also with a fly out, I believe, to center field.
He's been having a great game at shortstop today. He's been playing a ton of different positions, infield, outfield. Even DH'd, I believe, in an exhibition game.
Yeah, had the first home run of the Big Train season on Sunday night, I believe, exhibition. So it doesn't really count, but sort of does in our hearts.
Grounded to the pitcher there, though, is Hegwood. Easily played off by Fletcher. And that'll end the inning, a 1-2-3 inning for Fletcher. But still, the DC Grays need that offense to get going. We'll see what they can do in the bottom of the fourth as they trail your Bethesda Big Train 0-1. Leading off here for the DC Grays is number 25, Ozzie Pratt, who's playing shortstop today for the boys in white. We will still continue to see Sanders on the mound. That's right, a Bethesda pitcher is going more than 3 innings. He shoots that one out to shortstop, well fielded by Colton Hegwood. And a great start to the bottom of the fourth. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll be the end of Ozzie Pratt bringing up first baseman, Max Harper.
BYU, another BYU. Harper and Pratt teammates over in Utah.
Good analysis by you. Funny because we've got a lot of players from the Bayou from LA Tech.
We do.
I'm stretching that pun as hard as I can. First pitch going to be called a ball, count 1-0. The 1-0 smacked out to center field. Wingett is there, though, and that'll be another quick out. 3 pitches, 2 outs for Sanders. That one a little more stressful than the others, but still, an out is an out.
Yeah, Sanders taking care of business, struck out Harper in the first at-bat, and now that fly right to center field into the glove of Trey Wingett. Chance for a 1-2-3 inning, which has, as last inning was also 1-2-3, so Sanders doing some serious damage here in 4 innings.
That'll bring up Aaron Thomas, who was the biggest threat for this team so far. He doubled last inning. Or, sorry, 2 innings ago, I should state. Count 1-0. Pitch coming in from Sanders. That one's hit deep to left field. Back at the wall. It's gone. A home run for Aaron Thomas. That's 6 bases on the day and 2 at-bats. Aaron Thomas slugging it here for the DC Grays as they draw it level. Score now 1-1 here at Nationals Youth Baseball Academy.
Aaron Thomas, a guy who we kind of spoke about earlier coming in, did not see much action in college, was mostly brought in as a pinch runner for Wofford, and really doing damage here with the double and a homer now to tie things up.
Well, Terrier absolutely walloping that one, keeping this inning going and bringing up the DH, Brian Detman. First pitch, a ball here. Disappointing turn of events for Sanders, who was looking to get another 1-2-3 inning there and possibly roll into a 5th inning of pitching. It still very possibly continues after that. Count now 1-1.
Sanders not looking too phased by that. Obviously, gave up a home run. What more can you do? Thomas really having a day at the plate, but still looks to be in command here.
The 1-1 pitch. Very close there inside. Count 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. It's going to stay, go foul. Count now even, 2-2.
Oh, I believe. Oh, PA announcer just announced Logan Scully coming up to bat, but really he was just running to help Detman get his bat back.
Everyone makes mistakes, so that was
funny.
We do.
We surely do. So.
No, it is still Detman at the plate. Was that a flash of lightning, or am I insane? Oh, no, the lights just came on.
Yeah. I
am foolish. Oh, that was strike 3. I thought that was a ball. That'll end the inning. Sanders gets out, but gives up a home run to Thomas along the way. The DC Grays draw it level against the Bethesda Big Train as we enter the top of the 5th. Scores tied 1-1.
Leading off for your Bethesda Big Train is number 9, Trey Wingett. I don't know where I went for that. On the mound still is Nick Fletcher, the Holy Cross product. First pitch called strike, well placed by Fletcher. He's going to get ahead against Wingett here. The expected hitters for the inning here are Wingett, Schiavone on deck, and then Cobb in the hole for the Big Train. The 0-1. Fouled off, and now he's behind 0-2.
Trey Wingett with a real opportunity here to make something happen for the Big Train, obviously. Top of the 5th now, and huge homer from Aaron Thomas to tie things up. Bethesda in need of some fire here.
Yeah, Thomas a one-man show here. He's got 6 bases on the day, homer and a double.
Doing the most for the Grays.
Doing the most. The 0-2 pitch, 1-2.
That one way high.
Almost escaped the catcher there, but well received by Scully behind the plate. Love a good catch. I thought I'd be able to say something else other than that, but I love it when a catcher goes out and gets something that is normally out of their reach. A good quick pop time, too. The 0-1-2 swung on and missed. Wingett goes down to Fletcher. That is his 4th strikeout of the game.
I think 3rd.
Okay, his 3rd strikeout.
I think you better had just one for him.
I really thought he got a strikeout in the 1st, and I was foolish. It was not a strikeout. It was a double play.
So just 3. Now on to Schiavone, who that catch in right field was just gorge.
A beautiful play. He laid out at just the right time to extend and grab the ball there. We'll see if he can add some offense to his repertoire today. Coming into the game today, he's definitely had the offensive end covered. He's batting .429 with a double. He also drew a walk, meaning he's been on base in half of his 8 at-bats. The 1-0 coming in. Ball misses. Count 2-0. Pitch. Fletcher finds the strike zone. Count now 2-1. Solid performance from Fletcher. Both pitchers, honestly, despite the home run and the early run from Fletcher, both pitchers have been near impeccable here.
Yeah, and really with the endurance for both of them, neither has really fell off too heavily.
Commentator cursed
Spoke
there.
too soon.
Fletcher hits the batter, sending Schiavone to first and bringing up Cobb. Only 1 out this inning. In the top of the 5th.
Baylor Cobb, one of those Bayou boys from Louisiana Tech. Did not play last night, so well rested.
I think I invented a thing there with Bayou boys.
I like Bayou. We have the Bama boys, now we have the Bayou boys.
It was a horrible pun off BYU, but now it's its own thing. Trying to get the pick off. Safe there. Schiavone gets back very much so in time. And stay tuned because we got more games coming up this week. Tomorrow, the Gaithersburg Giants will be coming to Bethesda. Goes for a pickoff again. Will a pitch ever be thrown to Cobb? I don't know.
Not sure what the reasoning for Fletcher there was behind the second pickoff attempt.
Schiavone's sick of it. Now he's just standing on the bag.
He's like, fine, I won't take my lead. Oh,
no.
A little. He's going.
He's taking like the lead that they let me take when I was in baseball. The 2 steps off the bag. Oh, he's going, actually. Ball away. Oh, ball hits him, and it's going to run out to the outfield. He's going to advance to third. And that's 2 stolen bases for Schiavone. You could hear it hit his leg from up here. The fact that he just kept running.
Seriously. So not only did he get to he just really made Fletcher pay there for those 2 pickoff attempts. He's like, let me show you what I can do. Now I will not only steal 1, I will get 2 bags to pay back for you not even sending one into my boy Baylor.
That is what you can call a major bag alert.
That is a major bag alert.
Count 1-0 here now. Suddenly a runner on third. Fletcher, through no fault of his own there, he was keeping a close eye on Schiavone. That's going to possibly go down as an error to Logan Scully. Unclear. But that would have been one stolen base, I believe, for Schiavone either way. The 1-0 from Fletch. In the dirt, not far enough behind the catcher to tempt Schiavone to keep running. Schiavone, for a catcher, has a surprising burst of speed.
Seriously, I mean, he can really do it all, showing us that he's not only a catcher, but I would argue definitely a utility player at this point. The right field performance so far today has been outstanding, and his base running, I don't think we've seen those from him yet.
Yeah, he only played catcher briefly in high school, and then due to injuries, he became JMU's main catcher. And it's not often you see a utility guy who can catch. That's a niche role. Hit down the first base line, foul, count 2-1. Guy who can play catcher, right field, and he can play in the corners of the infield too.
Yeah, very impressive.
Another motorbike. Here comes the 2-1. Down in the dirt. That's going to escape, and coming home is Schiavone. Stand up advancement off the wild pitch, and your Big Train retake the lead 2-1.
Fletcher really, really not having a great top of the fifth here. Really losing control over his pitches. That was just not a great look there, and just too easy there for Schiavone to come home. And Baylor Cobb, I feel like he's been at the plate forever now.
I would imagine this is the last batter we'll be seeing him face. Coming up after Cobb is Wargo. Smacked down. That'll escape the infield. A ground ball into the outfield. A single for Wargo.
For Cobb.
Wargo coming up now. I would be utterly shocked if they leave him in. It is going to be righty-lefty, and they're going to keep him.
Going to keep Fletcher on the mound here. What great contact there from Baylor Cobb. A little mound visit at least from Scully to get Fletcher back on his feet. Again, still just 1 out here.
Yeah, 1 out. It looked like a great a great opportunity for Fletcher to keep rolling, and then out of nowhere, hit by pitch suddenly becomes a guy rounding all the bases coming home on a wild pitch.
Some of those scenarios when, obviously you want to attempt to pick off the runner at first maybe, but sometimes you just give the guy at the plate so much time to, get settled, and I'm not always a huge fan of that strategy.
Is that a broken bat to second? That's 1 out, and then 2. A double play turned, and Fletcher escapes, but not without giving up a run from Schiavone. The DC Grays now trail your Bethesda Big Train 1-2, entering the bottom of the 5th.
welcome back. Sanders stays on the mound for your Bethesda Big Train. The name is Steve Bartman.
Oh, the fan.
The Steve Bartman incident, yes. Leading off for the DC Grays is swing and a miss. Strike one there is number 24, Logan Scully.
Scully, one of those George Mason boys.
Next pitch coming in. That's going to be a called strike. 0-2. Sanders off to a great start here. We were talking about this off the air. He has given up one run, but it honestly speaks better to his pitching that it was off one bad pitch hit by a great red-hot batter than a bunch of hits stringing together.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is also the furthest we've seen a Big Train pitcher go this year so far. It's the bottom of the fifth. Sanders still going, and like you said, Nick, did give up a home run, but more to Thomas's credit than Sanders. He's still in command, and even after the home run, he looked unfazed.
Yeah, he just kept going. That's something that takes a certain breed of pitcher, a high level and high caliber of pitcher, and he's showing us that today. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Sanders, another strikeout. That's strikeout number 5.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, I can count.
Ended the last inning with a K and starts this one the same way. Now we're on to Diego Barrett.
Should I invest in a full scorebook?
I was just thinking about that. For those of you who can't see, Nick and I have been sort of scoring on our these little printout sheets. Credit to WNUR, Northwestern Radio. I found this in our tools folder.
Credit to Allie's printer. Ball high, want to know.
But we've been printing out individual ones each game. But I'm thinking with this job we've got here, it might be time to get a full book.
Might be worth it. And then I can be that guy who goes to Nats games and scores in the stands. Swing and a miss. Count 1-1.
I don't think I'll bring the scorebook to Nats games.
Say,
but
the fallacy there isn't that I would bring the scorebook, so that I'd never be caught at a Nats game.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I want to go when the Mets come to town, and I want to see every ballpark in America. Fouled off. That's coming by us. Heads up, kids. Lands right on the concrete. Count 1-2.
You're one of those people. I think our writing intern, Bennett Solomon, has visited quite a few ballparks in this country.
He's nodding,
to confirm. I knew this about him.
Strike 3 called. That's the 6th K for Sanders through 4 2/3 here.
So loving this decision to keep Sanders in. Hopefully it holds, but he is just absolutely in control right now. Again, completely unfazed by giving up a home run and doing exactly what the Big Train needs with 3 strikeouts in a row, with a chance to get a 1-2-3 inning here.
Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. Ball called. At the plate now is Donovan Freyer, who's playing in left field today for the DC Grays. Second pitch of the at-bat. Comes in tight. Another ball. Count 2-0.
Sanders still looking pretty calm, cool, and collected.
The 3 C's. Here comes the third pitch. Smacked out to right field. Well fielded by Hegwood. Not Hegwood, sorry, Schiavone. Sent straight to Schiavone. He'll make the catch. That'll end the inning. Big Train get out a 1-2-3 inning from Sanders, who's been red hot today with 6 Ks. Big Train lead here 2-1. Anyways, welcome back here. Leading off for your Bethesda Big Train is number 6, Garrett Felix, in his 3rd time around in the batting order.
Still Fletcher on the mound for the DC Grays.
First pitch coming in, ball high, count 1-0.
Quite the pitching battle we've got this evening. Both pitchers going. Sanders just made it through the bottom of the 5th, longest we've seen a Big Train pitcher so far this year, and he's been doing well. And so Fletcher trying to match him. He's like, if you can go 5, I can go 6.
He's doing it so far. Hit down to the second baseman, well fielded, flipped over, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ball sent straight to Vandenberg, who got it to Harper quickly, and that's 1 out.
Felix definitely struggling a little bit. 2 fly balls out into center field, and then that one grounded right into the glove of Vandenberg. But he's swinging, and you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. And I'd like to come clean to you guys. I want to see all the parks when I'm 2 ballparks in.
You got to let the listeners know.
I've seen Wrigley and City. Well, Shea, if you count that, fouled out. Racing it back is the third baseman, Zippe. Not going to get there. City is my favorite ballpark by far.
You've been to 2.
Okay. But have you been to City? It's so nice.
I have not. And this is Emilian Pitre to the plate for the Big Train, by the way.
Fouled off Zippe, unable to get to the ball. Count 0-1.
No, I have not been to City. I was listening up. I've been to 5, I believe.
That's 3 more than me.
I can give you those 5s after this pitch comes in. I know you're anxiously awaiting, those of you at home.
I live in D.C., but I've never been to a Nats game. 0-1. Fouled off, count 0-2.
I've done Nats Park, obviously, Wrigley Field because I go to school at Northwestern. San Francisco, Seattle, that was great. Safeco's awesome. And I don't know what the Rockies Stadium is called, but went to a Colorado Rockies game.
Light or Coors Field. Not Coors Light, Coors Field.
I've done that one as well. Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch, fouled off. I was thinking of my stomach there, calling it Coors Light Field, but it is named after the Coors company. Anyways.
Got it. Yeah, and then I was telling Nick and Bennett at the break, I've been outside Guaranteed Rate for a class. We did a little field trip down to the south side and made a pit stop at Guaranteed Rate and just talked. My professor gave us an oral history of Guaranteed Rate Field outside of the stadium because it was November or December at that point.
Ball low, count 1 and 2.
So did not go in, but I guess I've been. But I don't count that. You need to go to a game.
I've seen a ton of stadiums and fields across the DMV for work, but I haven't, major leagues. Traveling has not been in my financial wherewithal due to the pandemic, or just even something I've been able to do. The 1-2, smacked out to center field. It'll be caught by the left fielder. Well fielded by number 15, Donovan Freyer. Well hit ball, though. Not going to go anywhere, sadly, for Pitre. And that'll be 2 outs.
Great contact there from Pitre, but just landed perfectly into the glove of, believe that was Freyer.
Yes.
Up next now, Schultz.
Schultz looking to do something here. He doubled earlier today. He's had a red-hot bat all season long. Okay, this has been 3 games long, but still.
All week long.
Not even all week, extended weekend, all week, work week, Tuesday to Friday.
Excited for our first weekend home games, real games of the season this weekend at Shirley-Povich.
Yeah, I got family coming in for that one. First pitch, ball low, count 2-0. Sorry, second pitch, apologies.
Your family's coming this weekend?
Just my aunt. She has a wedding in Bethesda, and she and my uncle are actually people who've gone to every ballpark. He's gone to like 20-something. They're
That's
actually
awesome.
doing it, and they're coming in to see a game.
So exciting.
Oh, yes. I'm very excited to see them because I don't get to see my family much. Oh, my God. The wildest of wildest pitches
Yeah,
from Fletcher. 3-0.
Second wild pitch of the day. The first one was very detrimental as it sent in, believe it was, I don't know who came in for the run. Schiavone.
Yeah, with
Schiavone came in there for the Big Train. So Fletcher here has made it 6 innings, relatively unscathed. It's just 2-1 in favor of the Big Train, but that was crazy.
3-0. Again, high. He's going to walk on 4 pitches. Not as high as the last one, of course. But taking his base is Schultz, bringing up Sean Lane with a runner on base.
That was a not the best outing there from Fletcher, and Great opportunity taking care of Felix and Petre, especially Petre, red hot hitter so far. Now he finds himself in facing the Terp.
First pitch of the oh, looking for a pickoff. Not going to get it. I can now restate that he's going to get ready to throw the first pitch of the at-bat.
Though you never know. He did 2 pickoffs in a row
And
to
then they
Schiavone.
still couldn't get Schiavone, who then took 2 bases. No pickoff throw here. Ball inside, count 1-0. All that build-up for just a ball inside. My voice was raising as if something was going to happen, but
You got to be ready at all times.
oh yeah. We stay vigilant here at the Bethesda Big Train broadcast crew, the BBTBC. Strike called inside, count 1-1.
Just want to say the sky looks kind of beautiful on our feed right now, and
Oh,
we're almost on like a hilltop of sorts.
we're on a hill and we're on top of a building as
Yeah,
well.
so
we've got
we're very high up. Very beautiful view of Washington, D.C. To our right.
you can see the top of the National Cathedral all the way across.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's a great night here for baseball.
1-1 pitch, strike inside, count now 1-2. Yeah, it feels like they could easily run like a drone just flying up here to do one of those city shots that they use.
Yeah.
But they always have to show the monuments for DC city shots.
Of course.
Because we have no culture other than monuments and cherry blossom trees.
Fine. That's different than most cities. One of my favorite parts about D.C. is it's not a skyscraper city. It's got such unique architecture.
No, I do agree with that. Ball inside 2-2, but I hate that our thing is cherry blossom trees because a lot of other cities have them too. Oh, the Cherry Blossom Festival was fire. That was outstanding.
Yeah, I was going to say, my spring break aligned with peak bloom this year, so I got to come home and see some of it, which was just very exciting because it's one of the best times of year, and I was sad to be going away for college and having to miss it, but worked out well for me this year.
2-2 pitch. Ball low, count now full, runner does not advance. And my problem is it's beautiful, but I cannot breathe when I go near anything that blossoms, as we discussed the other day. Honestly, anything living. Me and plants don't get along well. But they were beautiful. They had a special cherry blossom beer or something, and like a beer hall set up in the middle of the woods.
Oh, they milk it hard. There's a cherry blossom cold brew at Compass Coffee. That's like my favorite local coffee shop.
Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. The DC Grays escape another inning. A great performance from Fletcher. They trail just 2-1 here on BigTrain.tv. Now pitching for the Bethesda Big Train is big boy Burdick, Kai Burdick from San Francisco, born in Carlsbad, California. The sophomore, first time we're seeing him in the regular season.
Yeah, very exciting. His debut, he'll be facing Zippay back at the top of the Grays order, but excited to see what Burdick can get done.
The reason I call him big boy is he's pushing 6'10". He's a very, 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 very tall guy. I believe he's the reason he's the highest number on the team. First pitch from Burdick. Whoo! Little heat on that ball, but it's going to miss. Count 1-0.
Last night we had the Woodacres Elementary School students at our game, and after they were asking for interviews, and Burdick
Well, they're
signed.
asking for signatures.
Yeah, they were interviews.
We're the ones looking for
The
interviews.
journalist and me. They were asking for autographs, and
Ball 2. No, strike 1. Count even. 1-1. They're going to say tipped his bat.
actually, I believe they're going to say it hit his elbow.
Huh. Oh, wrong team was cheering. My bad. Yeah, runner on base now. Hit batter for Burdick.
Anyways,
Yeah, the anecdote is good. Continue.
I heard a little Woodacres Wildcat child say, asked Kai to sign his shoe, and then was going over to flex to his friends. The 7-foot man signed my shoe. Ah! He was like so thrilled. So it was very funny to watch that.
Oh my God, the sky is like.
Yeah,
red.
now this guy's beautiful.
First pitch strike from Burdick coming in to the batter number 8. That's
Vandenberg.
Vandenberg. Zippay was hit for the second time today.
Yeah, his first at bat to lead off a game was a hit by pitch.
Both of them were very, I'd say, close hit by pitches. Like, not to say that he wasn't hurt or anything, but it wasn't like a resounding thump into his back or anything. Swing and a miss, count even now, 1-1.
Honestly, last night was just adorable all around.
I thought you were talking about the game with the kids.
No, I'm back to the kids. Just watching them all crowd the players. They made like a tunnel when the players came out of the dugout after the game to congratulate them. It was just great to see.
It was a lot of fun to have the elementary students with us. It was your elementary school, so I'm sure it hit especially hard.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being one of those kids. So it was
You
so
come to a Big Train game with them?
yeah.
0-2. Strike 3. He's going to go down looking. Burdick comes back after hitting Zippay to strike out Vandenberg.
Yeah, I remember. It was probably like second or third grade. I went to the Woodacres night for Big Train. It was a ton of fun. Believe Marita Sherburne, our principal, threw out the first pitch then. That was like 10 years ago, and she did it last night to celebrate her retirement. So, very full circle moment for yours truly, myself.
Such wholesome memories there to be shared. Fouled off 0-1. We did not have a local baseball team like that in Ramsey.
No, I mean, Bethesda Big Train, very unique. There's
So special.
This league is just so unique. I think there are a lot of leagues around the country. You know, Cape Cod's a big one, but that's kind of isolated on the island, and
Northwoods up in Northeast America, down up or like middle east.
it's like Midwest-ish.
Yeah, like Michigan area, I guess.
Yeah. Sunbelt League, I have a friend working down there, but just the Bethesda community thing and the DMV is just really cool. It spans across, obviously, D.C., Maryland, Virginia.
Pop fly coming out. Charging in is Schiavone. He'll make the catch. That's 2 outs.
Anyways, I just think the community aspect of this league is just really awesome, and we're so lucky to be working for the Big Train where it's especially special.
I'm gonna admit something embarrassing. I did not realize that DMV was was D.C., Maryland, Virginia.
It's funny 'cause at school I'll tell people that, and they're like, they think Department of Motor Vehicles, but
Same.
here we when I go to the DMV, it's the MVA, the Maryland Vehicle Administration.
Someone told me, "Oh, I'm gonna go visit the DMV." I'm like, "Why would you visit the DMV? And why would you be happy about it?" First pitch, ball, count 1-0. At the plate is Max Harper now after Ozzie Pratt flew out in his last at bat. Should we do some ASMR?
No.
The 1-0 pitch, smacked out to left center field, charging in. It'll escape the left fielder. That lands. Felix unable to get there in time, and that'll put runners in the corners for the DC Grays. Bringing up the scariest man in the order tonight, Aaron Thomas.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for Kai Burdick right now. Was able to rebound after that hit by pitch with the K, but to send Harper to first here and put the runner Vandenberg in scoring position out on third, not great, especially facing Thomas, who's had a double and a home run in this game. He's carrying the Grays offense on his back. Burdick with a chance to prove himself, though. 2 outs.
Here we go. Burdick Thomas. This is the most important at-bat of the game so far. First pitch, ball high and inside.
Yeah, I agree. This is a do-or-die situation for Kai Burdick in his Big Train debut.
That is right. The guillotine is off to the side if he does not succeed here. Do or die? Yeah, whatever. That was horrible. Here comes the 1-0 from Burdick. Of course, it's not actually do or die. Hyperboles. Thomas takes that pitch. Count now even, 1-1. I think that was a new type of laugh I've gotten out of you, just the utterly confused. Did you just actually say that kind of laugh? Like that? That's just the last thing I expected to hear. Here comes the 1-1 from Burdick. Thomas taking again. Count 2-1. 3 pitches and no swings from Thomas. Patience. What did you say last broadcast? Patience is a virtue.
Patience as a virtue.
That's the first time I ever heard someone say that.
Really? Oh my God, that was that was like
Got him.
not a good moment for me.
It speaks
that
true.
was genuine shock in my voice too.
Pitch misses 3-1. One more ball and Thomas would load the bases. It's DH Brian Detman on the bench. The 3-1. Thomas holds back. The ball is loose, and that'll send a runner home. Ozzie Pratt. Sorry, Vandenberg comes home to score, and the game is now level 2-2. That's the second time we've seen a team score off a wild pitch.
Yeah, almost identical to what happened earlier for the Grays that sent Schiavone home. Kai Burdick really, really struggling here in his Big Train debut. Now runners on first and second, and up to Detman, who has struck out twice today. So Kai Burdick with a chance to minimize the damage.
It's kind of a little cold out today.
I know, for the first time. We're not in our extremely hot broadcast booth at the Pove.
Actually, tomorrow, I apologize, I said it was the Giants. It's the Aces coming in, and then Sunday is the Gaithersburg Giants for Juneteenth.
On June 12th.
Yes. I don't want to call it a celebration. In honor of Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. First pitch called strike. Love the white batting helmet. A 1 pitch from Burdick. Finds the strike zone again. Burdick throwing some great stuff here to Detman. Looking to end an inning that got a little out of hand here. The 0-2 pitch. Takes a ball, count 1-2.
Really liking to see Burdick regain control here. It's so often we see these guys, you know, they're young, don't have too much college experience. They get ahead in the count and then start falling and find themselves at 3-2. Love to see him take care of business quickly and get out of this one.
That third strike is always the hardest one to get. The 1-2. Ball high, count now even 2-2 with 2 outs as the game's tied 2-2.
I wish you guys could see the outfield. Maybe we'll give you a little panoramic at the break. The sky is just gorgeous over DC right now.
Yeah, when we cut to break, I'll move.
We got to show them this. It's
Yeah.
pink.
One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. The 2-2 pitch. Takes a ball. The count is now full. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to wait on that skyline. This at bat continues. Popped up. Tracking back is the second baseman, Pitre, who gets it. That'll end the inning. But the Big Train give up a run off a wild pitch from Burdick, and the game is tied up here, 2-2 as we enter the top of the 7th.
And as we do so, we're going to give you a little shot of the sky. Look at that. Honestly,
focus. Come on.
pole's
Yeah.
kind of blocking it. It doesn't look as good on camera. But we'll leave you to look at we'll leave you to look at it.
Enjoy the
break.
pole. On for the DC Grays, it's Trent Pippen, no relation to Scotty.
You stole my joke.
And you laughed at it too. You fed
I laughed
in.
because it was my joke.
I pulled a little what's her name? Oh my god, I gotta move the camera. Little Amy Schumer there stealing jokes, or Dane Cook, whoever you want to make fun of for being a bad actual comedian and stealing jokes from everybody.
Sorry, folks. We're readjusting the camera so you don't have to look at the shot of the sky that just did not do it justice.
Yeah, really, it's like red, and for you guys, it just looked like a faded pink. I'm sorry that did not deliver.
Anyways, Trent Pippen on the mound now
Yeah.
for the Grays. He's a righty out of Virginia State University, a junior, Lanham, Maryland native, and up first is Hegwood.
I'll be honest, in today's prep, I couldn't find much for him, and his Twitter hasn't been very active. The only thing I found was 2017. He liked to post about NBA Youngboy. Now going by Youngboy never broke again. We'll see if first pitch misses ball one. That breaking ball did not break like Youngboy, who's never broke. There's a joke in there. You guys can figure it out. Count 1-0. Yeah, really couldn't find much on him playing for Virginia State University. Bunt. Hard foul. Catcher diving for it. Oh, my gosh. An outstanding defensive play from the catcher. That's Logan Scully. Quick at bat there to make work of Sean Lane.
That was outstanding.
Was it? That was Sean
That was
Lane?
Colton Hegwood.
Sorry, Colton Hegwood. I saw the number 1.
That was an outstanding catch there from Scully. Unfortunately, I think it went beyond
No, that
the scope of our camera.
that was Sean Lane. Because Colton Hegwood's stepping up to the plate now.
Oh, got it.
Surprised to see Sean Lane laying down a bunt there. Especially with a tie game, you'd think you'd let him rip. Pitch coming in here. Ball high. Actually, a little confusion here because that might have been Hegwood who bunted. Did they not call that an out?
Maybe they did not call that an out.
Scorebug has it as an out. Let's see what the internet says. That goes foul. The internet says we're still in the 3rd inning.
I mean, we're at a full count, so I would assume.
I think it must have been Lane who bunted, but that doesn't make sense to me.
Nevertheless, Colton Hegwood, full count.
Takes his base. Runner on first here as the offense looks to get going. That'll bring up Trey Wingett.
Schiavone almost went to the plate there. I think he was just picking up the bat, actually. Apologies.
So, if we go back, I believe it was Lane who bunted, got the quick out.
Yeah.
Hegwood stepped up very quickly and got through his at-bat. Walked, now on first.
Yes, that's what I thought. But there was some slight confusion coming from general everybody. I wasn't sure either.
The greater intern crew.
Intern crew.
Because there is one out, so.
Yeah, unless whoever's scoring is wrong. But I'll have faith in them, in my DC friends. Pitch goes wild. That'll be an easy stolen base. Oh my God, he's pushing for 2. No, he'll take the first one. Hegwood moves to second here. And it's a runner in scoring position for Trey Wingett. 1 out. And a tied top of the 7th.
Wingett struck out in his last at-bat with a chance to redeem himself here.
Wingett 3 strikeouts already on this young season. He's got a 1-0 count here. Pitcher's going to step off the rubber. Breeze is coming in. Should have brought a sweater.
We don't say that often in this job.
Oh, I do. Ball inside. Or it's going to hit the batter. That's going to be runners on first and second. Working for, I worked at GW George Mason game the day after it had snowed.
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing 2 layers of gloves, hat.
It's an outdoor game? What sport?
Yeah, baseball.
Oh.
And I was working the camera, and I had my boss on, you know, the wire, like the intercom, and I'm just like, he's like, oh, can you zoom in? I'm like, no, I can't feel my thumb. I'm like, give me a second. I'll try and like use my elbow.
I was gonna say we don't start baseball at home for quite some time at Northwestern. It usually don't get their first home series in until mid-April, late
Okay.
April, just because of the weather.
Yeah, we do a Texas tour and then start, but we're like starting in March. So runners on first and second, showing bunt is Schiavone, but he takes it back for ball 1. One 0 pitch coming in. It's gonna move the count to 2-0 there. Trent Pippen now behind in the count 2-0. He's got a runner on first and second. I'm going to come out and talk to the pitcher. Already coming to talk to Pippen after.
Yeah, quite early for a mound visit. Schiavone's still there, who was hit by a pitch in the last at-bat and then stole 2 bases and eventually came home off a wild pitch. Fletcher was still in on the mound for the Grays at that point. But Pippen looking to rebound here.
Surprised to see the manager come out and talk to him this early. Not showing much faith there in the Virginia State University product, but they will leave him in, so they will keep the faith.
Some of the Big Train players in the below us, I don't know what you would call that.
The pen?
The pen? Is that the bullpen for
Yeah,
the
that's
Big
the
Train?
bullpen, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Anyways, they're juggling, playing hacky sack.
Count 3-0 here. Can you juggle, Allie?
No, that was one of my weaknesses in soccer. I was really not good at juggling.
Oh, with the feet.
Yeah, they're playing with their feet.
Yeah, hacky sack. Duh,
Yeah.
my bad. No, I can't do anything in soccer. It's like I have 2 cinder blocks for feet. The 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Runner takes the base, and that loads the bases. I played a pickup game of soccer with my cousin's husband, his brother, and his brother's daughter, basically my family. And this little girl megged me probably twice. That's right. I sent a screamer past her in goal, though.
Another mound visit. Manager coming out for the Grays. Are they just talking to Pippen? Are they taking him out already? That's 2 walks.
Not a lot of faith here in Trent the Dent Pippen. I'm trying to make some nicknames here.
Yeah,
They're taking him out.
They'll take him out.
A tough, short appearance for Trent Pippen there as he comes in, loads the bases, and leaves. We'll take a quick break here while the pitching change occurs. Sadly, there's no pretty skyline that you guys can't see anyways. But if anyone wants to see more video of the poll, please tweet at us
at Go Big Train or at Nick Poor or Ali_Nav12. Welcome back. On the mound now is right-handed pitcher Caleb Causey. He's going to come in and face the lefty, Baylor Cobb.
Again, bases loaded for the Big Train. Huge opportunity here with the game tied 2-all. Baylor Cobb with a single in his last at-bat.
Playing against the split here, we're going to get a righty pitcher against a lefty batter. Interesting substitution. First pitch ball for Caleb Causey, who plays for Mississippi Valley State University.
Chatham, Virginia native.
I believe Mississippi Valley State University in the SWAC. Hit. Well, that foul ball came screaming by us. That's a 1-1 count now. Was that your stomach growling or was it mine?
It was like my throat. I don't even know.
And maybe that's just the antibiotics going in.
Yeah, I hope so.
I did not mean to call you out because I thought it was my stomach. Count even 1-1.
I hope it's the antibiotics.
Smacked that one deep. Going to go straight to the center fielder, but tagging up on third. The runners will score. Wingett's going to advance to third. And your Big Train take a 3-2 lead. The score of the season.
Seriously.
If we finish another game 3-2, I wonder what the record is for most 3-2 wins in the season in the Cal Ripken Collegiate Baseball League.
Runners still in the corners for the Big Train as Clay Wargo rounding out the order here, coming out.
Yeah, they're not done yet. They've got one out, and they got a ton of opportunities. If I am Causey, I am trying to get a ground ball here. It's righty, so advantage pitcher. Excuse me as I try to remind myself that. I can remember my right and my left, but I can never remember my righty, righty splits. First pitch coming in. Smacked that one. Foul. Do you have a commentator's line? Do you have like a go-to?
For like
for when a crazy play happens, do you have like a Mike Breen bang?
I don't think I've really found my line. I do default to the Bob Carpenter "See You Later" for a home run. I don't think I used it last night. I think I save it for like a really, really good homer, really deep out. But I definitely like that one, just because it's close to my heart.
That's going to be a ground ball towards the pitcher. He's going to go to first. Runner will advance to second. So Clay Wargo is out. Baylor Cobb will advance to second. See, basketball, I kept saying bang, and then I realized I can't just copy Mike Breen my entire life. And now I try and say Shabuya, which is interesting. And if it's a homer, I do the Gary Cohen back near the warning track. It's out of here. I said that in the most monotone voice possible because I want to save it for y'all at home when we hit a homer right here.
Now Garrett Felix, who's 2 fly balls and then a ground out in the last at-bat, so has yet to register a hit tonight.
He's been swinging, though. He just needs to get that ball
into a gap, and there's the gap straight up the middle. Garrett Felix, an RBI single, sends one runner, two runners home. Garrett Felix clears out the bases besides himself. Your Big Train take a 5-2 lead here, gaining some command over the DC Grays.
And you were just about to say it. Garrett Felix needs to find the gap, which he did.
Right into the gap.
A perfect hit for Garrett Felix, doing exactly what he needs to do. And the Big Train have their most runs of the regular season, up now 5-2.
And the inning is not over yet. At the plate now is Emilian Pitre, who has been arguably the best hitter of the season so far. Ball high from Cossey, count 1-0. Felix on first, Pitre at the plate, 2 outs. Fouls that one off. Count now 0-2 to Pitre. Sorry, count is 1-1. Going for the pickoff. Swift throw there from Cossey, but unable to catch Felix, who gets back to the bag safely.
The speedy Garrett Felix.
Speedy Garrett Felix. Speedy Gonzalez.
Mm.
He's actually been caught stealing twice this season already.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go back to the bag there. Cossey trying to show him he's keeping an eye on him, but I doubt that's going to scare Garrett Felix here. He's definitely got the go to run with 2 outs in this inning. Why not send him? And there he goes. First, the pitch is a ball. Felix tagged out. That'll end the inning. But your Big Train register 3 runs there off a bases clearing single from Garrett Felix, which brought home 2 of the 3. The Big Train now lead 5-2 as we enter the bottom of the 7th here in the district. Leading off for the DC Grays facing Kai Burdick. First pitch, ball high and inside. Woof! It's number 24 for the DC Grays. That is Logan Scully, who made a great play on defense to dive and catch a bunt foul from Sean Lane.
Yeah, that was a great play for the first out of the last inning, but what an inning that was for the Big Train.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard hit foul ball. Deep, deep behind the stands. And it hits the top of the press box. It takes a huge bounce.
You know, so often this season we've seen the Big Train with opportunities, runners in scoring position, haven't quite been able to capitalize. But Garrett Felix really found his stride when it mattered the most and got the hit that would send him in. It was a great play there.
1-1 pitch. Strike called. Count 1-2 to Scully. On deck is Barrett. In the hole is Freyer. The 1-2 from Burdick. Fouls that one off. That's also going to escape and also going to hit the press box. No, that'll land in the stands.
The kids are running.
The same kids who were chucking footballs are now going to be chucking a baseball.
They've been all over the place. They were checking footballs. They were playing some t-ball over behind us, and now they've settled down. They're sitting in the stands. The game's getting serious. So are they.
The kids have what's it called? They've burnt themselves out. They had their fun. Now it's time for nappy. 1-2 pitch. Whoo! High and inside. Escapes the catcher. Count 2-2. Burdick trying to end this at bat. The 2-2 from 4-6. Swung and missed. Strike 3. They're going to throw him out just in case to first.
K number 2 for Kai Burdick.
KK. Stepping up to the plate now is Diego Barrett. Playing center field tonight for the DC Grays. First pitch into Barrett. Takes it for a strike. Count 0-1.
Burdick really looking like he's in control here. Things you love to see.
Things you love to see. Burdick in control. A fresh made grilled cheese sandwich. And an 0-2 count. No, smacked out to center field. That'll land. That'll be a single for Diego Barrett. Bringing up Donovan Freyer.
Freyer with a strikeout and then a fly out to right field today. So he's yet to register a hit here. He's final batter in the Grays order.
Ellie, I can't stop thinking about that question you asked. If you're reaching for a food in like a movie and it's your meet cute
With your soulmate, what food are you reaching for? Yeah. It's so interesting. It's like, your hands touch, you're reaching for the same food. You lock eyes. You know you're meant to be because you're reaching for whatever food it might be.
you're reaching for peanut butter and some other
yeah.
person does?
Extra large jar Skippy Creamy.
Okay, that's specific. I was going to say, a lot of people are going to be reaching for peanut butter, though. First pitch 1-0. Don't you want it to be something specific?
Well, that is my specific jar of peanut butter.
Oh, what? Fair enough. My bad. But that's the most common jar of peanut butter, I think.
I don't care.
No, it still stands. It's your
It's
your answer. I'm not going to argue with it. I have no clue what mine is, though.
food for thought.
1-0. That was good. Trying to throw him out. Oh, they got him. Diego Barrett caught trying to steal. That'll be the second out of the inning. And the Grays losing that opportunity there.
Great fielding there from Wargo behind the plate to find, I believe it was Hegwood
Hegwood, yes.
at shortstop, right at second base. Great hit for Barrett to get on first, but didn't have the wheels.
Second pitch of the at-bat. Ball called, count 2-0. Pitch from Burdick. Strike called, count now 2-1. Sorry, 2-2, apologies. Even count here. Burdick looking to end the inning and get the big train even closer to their third consecutive win. Hits that one hard, but straight at Pitre. Throws it to Lane. That'll end the inning. The big train. Another inning for no runs from the DC Grays as we enter the top of the 8th here on BigTrain.tv. Leading off for the Bethesda Big Train is Emilien Pitre. He was at the plate last inning, but Garrett Felix was thrown out, trying to steal second base. Still on the mound is Cossey. First pitch hits Pitre. Pitre will take his base. Hit him in the ankle. He's gonna. Thankfully, he has ankle guards on. And that'll bring up Schultz with a runner on first and no outs. Allie, how do you feel about that? Okay, I'm just messing with you, Allie. We're doing great here. Pitre on first, Schultz at the plate.
I feel great. I love seeing Emilien on base. He's also speedy.
It was a nourishing at bat.
Yes, it was.
He tripped a little there trying to slide back to the bag. I wonder what's that like? What it's like base running on turf. I don't think I'd like it.
I wonder if any of these guys have experience with it.
That's hit hard. Left center field, tracking over, caught by the center fielder. Well read by Diego Barrett. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Oh, turf is so easy to glide on.
Yeah.
Like in marching band, you just kind of slip and when you walk backwards in marching band, you actually just go on your tippy toes and like basically moonwalk. So it's so easy to slide on turf.
Our turf field installation at Watt Women High School was so dramatic.
First pitch fouled off, count 0-1. Dramatic. Define.
Yeah. It just took way too long. We didn't have a home football field my junior fall, and it was my beat for the sports section of our high school newspaper. I had to cover turf for the first couple months as a sports writer.
First pitch, or second pitch, sorry, 2-0, or 1-1. Really? I thought that was 2-0. 1-1. Yeah, fun fact about me is I did not start sports journalism until I came to GW. We had a paper at our high school, but I did not do anything with it. Hit high to center field, coming in is Barrett, and that'll end the inning. No, sorry, that's 2 outs. Yeah, I was captain of our state's winning debate team, but I was not a writer.
I see that for you.
Do I seem like a debate kid?
A little bit.
I'm glad.
I mean, I was a newspaper kid, so.
Yeah, you give massive newspaper kid energy.
Oh, great.
No, actually, I don't really even know what kind of energy newspaper kid is because our school newspaper was not.
I would argue that the kids in the sports section didn't give newspaper energy. So,
Our school newspaper was not very present.
oh, ours is very acclaimed. The Black and White, Watt Women High School. Go check it out.
I don't even remember what mine was called. I was told, hit, foul.
the up and down.
Yeah, roller coaster of emotions when I realized, oh, that thing's so far foul. No, I was told that I was going to be published in our school paper and our county paper for a Get Out the Vote speech that I did to empower the school because that was my niche. And then I became an outspoken critic of an increase in funding for the arts, and they did not do that. Or not a critic of it. I just
Oh my gosh.
I simply said, I'm here because the school, I literally said in my speech, I'm here because the school wants me to get you to vote specifically for an increase in funding. I don't care if you vote for an increase in funding. I want you to vote for what you believe in. And then they got really mad at me. Next pitch coming in, ball high, count 1-1. Shout out Doc Thom, Catherine's dad. Catherine, you might actually be, no, you're probably not watching this, but hope you're doing well. One of my best friends, her father's the principal.
Oh, the school?
Yeah,
This is your high school?
yeah.
Mm.
1-1 pitch low, 2-1. So it was great. I knew her brother, too, and I roomed with him on a trip. You know, they tape you into your room when you're in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And we were starving, so his dad just texts and goes, I'll take the tape off. I'm getting you guys pizza. I'm like, you were the GOAT. You were the best.
Perks of being in with the principal.
Yeah, we ate pizza, watched Forrest Gump. That was a great night of a band trip, actually. Still 2-1 as he tries to check the runner.
I've never seen Forrest Gump.
I've never finished it.
Oh, okay, fair, yeah.
Because I watched it, and then we're all like, we're tired. We've been marching all day. 'Cause, you know, we're athletes.
It's a pretty long movie.
I'm kidding. We're not athletes. People thought it was a sport, and I wanted to hurt. Oh, that is hit hard to center field. And Elliot Barrett will catch it. That'll end the inning. 3 hard hit balls, pop flies to center field. Barrett catches them all. Big Train still lead 5-2 as we enter the bottom of the 8th.
taking the mound now for the Bethesda Big Train is Andrew Johnson, not the 17th President of the United States, the pitcher from UMD.
Yeah, very excited to see another Dirty Terp out there for the Big Train. Andrew Johnson, who coming off quite the performance in the College Park Regional. He was credited with the win in Maryland's extra inning win over the Huskies. Obviously, if you follow college baseball, if you're a Maryland sports fan, you know that the Terps' run was ended in a heartbreaker the next night, 10-9 loss to UConn, who will host their own super regional. But Andrew Johnson, an instrumental part of this Maryland squad this year. I've been anxiously awaiting, if you're listening pregame, for him and Matt Cunningham to come out for the Big Train after Sean Lane came out the other night. But now he'll be on the mound, and he's facing Zippe back at the top of the order.
No, it's good to see this Andrew Johnson step out into D.C. in a different way than the last one did. Last one we had to have the assassination of Abraham Lincoln before we saw Andrew Johnson. Now we just get to see Andrew Johnson.
His Big Train debut.
Chugga chugga, here he comes, and here comes the first pitch from the left-handed UMD star. And it's a ball. One pitch, not a great man make, though. It's very early. That's a strike from Johnson, finds the inside there.
2 Terps on the field tonight.
Why are they called the Dirty Terps?
I actually don't know the story, but I do know that the Maryland baseball Twitter hashtags every single tweet about them, hashtag Dirty Terps. So I think it's a little team joke or
Like LFGM?
Sure.
Count 2 on. Do you know what that is?
Well, LFG I know. LFG Maryland?
Mets.
Oh.
Because the Mets
in my heart.
Mets won, and then Pete Alonso was like, no, we don't say let's go Mets anymore. We scream.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I think he was just screaming it, and I got it on video, actually. Something like that. Count now full. Mets have some great sayings now in this era.
I was like LFGM, and we're talking about Maryland. I was like, I mean, in my brain, it's going to Maryland.
It's always Mets. All about the Mets, baby. Hit a home run. And that'll be ball 4. First at bat, first batter faced for Johnson ends in a walk, sending Zippe to first base.
Not the best start there for Johnson, but excited to see what he can do to come back from this.
Vandenberg coming up to the plate now. Yeah, it's his first batter, and he did just play a regional the other day. First time with the team. Possibly first time on turf in a while. Wonder what that's like gripping the mound when turf. Ball low inside, count 1-0. Another ball there from Johnson, count 2-0. Trying to reconstruct this inning.
Very interesting to see that, Johnson coming in to that regional, not necessarily one of the always go-to pitchers, relief pitchers for Maryland, but really showed his stuff.
Count now 3-0 here. Catcher stumbles to get the ball, but keeps it in front. Johnson trying to get back into this at-bat facing Vandenberg. Walks him on 4 pitches. Sorry, Ray Ash. Runners on first and second.
Yeah, it's a tough look for Andrew right now. Already having a mound visit from Wargo.
Oh, and from the management, too. Could we see a possible early pull like we saw with the DC Gray pitcher?
I don't think they'll pull him.
Trent Pippen.
I think they know what he's got. I think he's probably exhausted. Just finished the season of Big Ten and postseason baseball.
You gave a little jersey in that. Exhausted.
Did I?
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm a proud influence.
Okay. I don't. It doesn't actually come out for you too much, but there was. We were all sitting in the press box the other night, and I don't remember what you said, but
I think
it
I
was
said
before the game.
exhausted or something.
You said something, and it sounded so Jersey, and all the other interns were just shocked that it came out so aggressively.
My whole family's from Jersey or Long Island, and the
Mm.
Jersey Long Island accent's the same. It's just we're the same.
I've
Honestly.
got family in Long Island, and when I hear them talk, it's like, whoa.
Where in Long Island?
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
Okay, I got family. They're not literal family. Best friend was born on the same day as parents are best friend with my parents.
That's basically family.
They're literally family. They live out in Oyster Bay. First pitch. She's called strike 0-1. I went to prom with her twice because some very not nice man stood her up 2 different years in a row.
The same guy?
No, first year actually was going for funsies. Second year he stood her up. They were on it.
Oh.
They were like talking that second year. Ball blown away 1-1. Either way, she kind of wanted me to come because we had a great time.
That's fun.
Best friend ever. Shout out Mika. I hope you're coming to a game this year, you son of a gun. She lives actually 2 blocks from the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, who we were talking about earlier. Count 1-1. Fouled off. Count 1-2. But yes, I love Long Island. It's I don't know why, but I love Long Island. It's not a place people really like,
I
but
know.
even people from Long Island hate Long Island.
I have a friend from school who's from Long Island, and all she does is talk about the ridiculousness of the area. Her name's also Allie. Shout out Allie.
The 1-2. Ball low, 2-2. Last night I was tripping because there was a kid named Allie whose birthday it was.
Oh,
And I
yeah, and they
kept
kept screaming. And, you know,
Allie!
and a lot of those kids knew me because they're kids I used to coach in swim. So, like, Nick kept looking down, being like, "Are they yelling for you?" And I was like, "No."
Especially when you ran out one inning. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just hear so many people screaming Allie. I'm like, is she okay? Did she, like, fall? No, they're calling for a kid. That's strike 3. First out of the inning as Ozzie Pratt goes down swinging.
Ozzie Pratt, I had high hopes for him. The BYU kid with quite the impressive freshman season, but cannot get it done against Johnson here. And he's yet to register a hit today, Pratt.
Up now is Max Harper, the first baseman. Again, 2 runners on. This is a huge opportunity for the DC Gray to get back into this. They trail 2-5. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Whoo, that's a heater. You can hear the dugout going, whoo! They made the same noise I did. Count 0-1. I really want to see a guy like go spinning so I can drop a sheesh, but I'm going to save it for the moment it happens.
You got a laugh from Jacob there.
I know, I'm happy. I didn't get a laugh from you. I got to get a laugh from someone from my ego. 0-1 pitch. Another great heater low. 0-2 count. Andrew Johnson, look, that was a tough start to the inning, but right now he's throwing straight fire. It's like he's got the star power up in Mario Super Sluggers, and he's literally throwing the fireball over the plate. You ever play Mario Super Sluggers?
No. Not a big video games person.
Jacob, of course. Wait, but that's not even like a video game thing. That's just everyone played Mario Super Sluggers as a kid. 0-2 pitch. Ball away. It's the best baseball game
I've played
ever.
Mario Kart.
Okay. So basically, it's the same kind of thing where you can get power-ups, and Mario's is he throws a super fastball that's literally on fire.
Mm.
Or no, and if you hit it, the ball is on fire, so the fielders will, like, run away from it or whatever. Or when he hits it, sorry, it's on fire. When he throws it, it's also on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe you've never played Super Sluggers. 1-2, down swinging. Hello, Andrew Johnson. Good morning, Mr. President. That's 2 strikeouts. Super Sluggers
2 walks into 2 strikeouts. What a way to rebound.
So I have my Wii on my computer. I have an emulation software that
To
makes
like play Wii on your
yeah.
computer. Oh,
So
wow.
my friends and I were playing one night, and we realized we were one Wii remote short from playing 2-on-2 Super Sluggers. So I took a keyboard, made it vertical, and turned it into like controls for swinging, and we won in extra innings, and that was the best day of my life. First pitch of that at bat, away 1-0.
I mean, honestly, if in the spirit of full transparency, I've only played Mario Kart one time, and it was because I was babysitting like a 5th grade boy, and he wanted to play. So that's how that happened.
That's fair. I just really someone in the sports field never haven't even played Super Sluggers once. That's gonna miss. Count 2 out. That's like a generation shaping game.
The only like sports video games I've ever played, Wii Sports Resort,
Classic.
great. And then I played a little FIFA with my cousin back in the day.
Ho ho! I was
FIFA 2013. That's what it was.
2-0 here, brings it to 3-0. I was a FIFA fiend at one point, but now I'm a football manager boy, which is literally a game where you read spreadsheets and build teams. You don't play anything.
Is it fun?
Yes. Well, to me it is. You just manage the finances and strategy of a team. You're basically the coach and owner, or you're just the coach actually, because the owner can decide how much money he wants to give you, and it is the best. I'm fully developed in a Sweden league right now, for those of you wondering. 3-1.
Johnson looking to climb his way back here.
Favorite Wii Sports game? Like favorite one?
Bowling was fun.
Okay.
And then I liked the beach volleyball.
Okay. Okay. They had beach volleyball in that?
I'm pretty sure.
They had beach volleyball. Ball
Oh.
4. That's going to load the bases. DC Gray's here with 2 outs, but the bases are loaded.
Johnson third walk.
I really don't think they did.
Up next back at Detman, the DH.
No, they did not have beach volleyball.
They didn't?
No, there's a different game called Go Vacation that did, but
Maybe that was it.
it was one of the Wii Sports clones.
Well, I liked bowling. I know that for a fact.
Bowling is an iconic one. I was a big golf kid. Love golf. Here we go. This is huge. Bases loaded. It's Detman at the plate. First pitch, strike. A real up and down inning for Andrew Johnson here.
Walk, walk, strikeout, strikeout, walk.
That could be a beat if you took that and sampled it and flipped it.
Ball. No, I'm not going to do that.
I already have the audio sample, Allie. I already have it at the 2 hour 28 minute mark.
Oh, no.
You know, I used to produce music like as a joke. I used to do song matchups. Like I put Doofenshmirtz.
Mashups?
Yeah, like I put Doofenshmirtz singing about squirrels in his pants over
Oh.
Wonderwall.
Wait, I would love to hear
Or
that.
not Wonderwall, over what's that band's other hit? Or no, Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve.
Oasis simply does not have another hit.
Silent. Don't stand in anger. Wonderwall.
I mean, Wonderwall is the sole one in my book.
They have like 3 big hits. They have Bittersweet Symphony,
No,
Wonderwall.
that's not Oasis.
You're right, it's not.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
They have one other really big one though, and it's not just Don't Look Back in Anger.
Well, Johnson with the 1-2.
Yeah, wait,
Let's
1-2.
get back to the game.
I gotta find the song though for myself. Struck him out. That'll end the inning. The Big Train escape a tenuous situation. They still lead 5-2 as we enter the bottom of the 8th.
On the mound now in the top of the ninth for the DC Grays is Kai Lexus, right-handed pitcher committed to Georgetown University. He will be a freshman in the spring semester.
From DC, went to Jackson Reed High School. I'm not familiar. It is down in Northwest DC. Oh, wow. Jackson Reed High School is just Wilson. Wilson High School, which is the main public school in DCPS, or the main high school, has been renamed to Jackson Reed. Things you miss when you're at college. But now let's get to Trey Wingate at bat.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we had an inning on Super Slugger. It's fine. 0-1 count. It's a baseball game. You got to talk about other things because it goes on for 2.5 hours so
I mean,
far.
I 100% know what Jackson Reed High School is now. I just had no idea they renamed it.
Hey, and the more you know.
Goodbye.
The 0-1 pitch. They're going to say he went around, or at least that it hit the zone.
So goodbye, Woodrow Wilson. Who knew? So many changes. They've teared down like the whole shopping center near my old house. It's just you leave and things start to change.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be high. Count now 1-2 to Wingate.
Very impressed with the confidence here from the recent high school grad in Lexus.
Yeah, he's coming out throwing well. Let's see if he can stay in front here. And he can. He strikes out Wingate. Sheesh. That was a great pitch. Kai Lexus.
Wingate second strikeout of the day for him. Bringing up Schiavone now, who walked at his last at bat.
I cannot see his ranking on Perfect Game because they lock that behind a paywall, but I'm sure he's ranked highly.
Yeah, and awesome for him getting to stay local, going to play for Georgetown.
Good for him.
DC boy through and through.
His travel team was the Gamers. Something that Allie is not part of. First pitch. Strike one. This is... Why did we not put this gentleman in sooner? What's going on in the bullpen right now?
Still hacky sack. Lots of commotion down there, but I don't even know. I don't think it's about the game. I think it's about whatever games they're playing. Also, I'm like cold.
I know. Count 1-1 now. I really wish I had brought a sweater.
Which is crazy to say here in June in Washington, D.C.
No, that's climate change for you. Everything's funky. What? It literally is.
No, this is true.
This is true, yeah. The Metro's going to be so cold. You know how the seats just get all plasticky and cold? Oh, my God. Another great pitch from Lexus. I should not, it's not typical to heap praise upon the opposing pitcher, but geez, he's making it really hard. First for Wingate, now for Schiavone.
Looking ready to be a Hoya.
The 1-2. All right. Good job laying off there from Schiavone. Count now 2-2. You might be able to pump something into that Big East competing team. As a freshman. Sheesh. His coaches, or future coaches, will definitely be watching this game back. Watching every single move he makes. 2-2. Fouled off. Oh, that's going to hit the lamp. Hey! Oh, my God. Oh, I thought I got stuck up there for a second. That would have been amazing. Just wedged.
Yeah. It's like in, that one's, I mean, that's never coming down, I guess, until it does. It doesn't look like, we have an up close of the lamp here. It doesn't look like a baseball could get wedged in there.
I think in between them, if it flies fast enough, like in between a set of lights. Ball called, counts going full.
Maybe. It's like, there was so much content during the NCAA during March Madness of like the ball getting stuck and all the cheerleaders who would get lifted to pop the balls out of the out of the rim.
My favorite basketball program, No Dunks, counts every time that happens in the NBA. 3-2 swung and a miss, struck out by Kai Lexus. Wow, 2 strikeouts, 2 batters, Kai Lexus.
Kid just graduated high school and now he's already got 2 Ks over some college guys.
Jeez, that's something to brag about to your buddies before graduation. Yeah, I struck out a D1 batter. What did you do? Oh, you got into your dream school. I don't give it. I'm going to Georgetown, and I'm a pitcher. I would be cocky if I were him. Baylor Cobb stepping up to the plate. He's DHing today. Whew. First pitch, a strike. The driver might need a DDer after that. Designated driver, because that was not a great call in my opinion. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh my God. 0-2 now.
Lexus with a chance for a 1-2-3 inning, and 1-2-3 inning with 3 Ks.
He's been on fire. He's really taking control of this at bat against Cobb, keeping him guessing, and I wouldn't be surprised to just see him go back to the well. Swing and a miss. Kai Lexus. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Getting Schiavone, Cobb, and Wingett all swinging, keeping hope alive. The DC Grays trail the Big Train by 3 as we enter the bottom of the 9th. And this is it. The bottom of the 9th. On the mound for the Bethesda Big Train is still number 36, Kai Burdick.
Nope.
No.
That was who was before. That was number 46. This is Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, give me one more thing. It's Andrew Johnson. Apologies. Johnson loaded the bases last inning.
Quite a roller coaster, though. Started with 2 walks, then 2 strikeouts, then a walk, and then a strikeout. So it was all over the place, 3 of each. Hopefully we'll be able to take care of business a little more efficiently here. It's his first game with the Big Train, so has a real good opportunity to secure the win.
He's got a 3-run lead to play with, but don't want to get too close here. First pitch fouled off by Scully. It's Scully, Barrett, Frayer. And then it'll go back to the top of the order should they get to that point.
Scully, who's struck out in his last 2 at-bats.
See what happens here with the 0-1. Takes another pitch. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Johnson. Swung on and missed. Andrew Johnson, 1-2-3. There goes Scully. Up next is Diego Barrett.
What a way to start the bottom of the 9th here for Andrew Johnson. 4th K. Much better start than he had in the last one. Exactly what you want to see, hoping to take care of business quickly and get the Big Train their 3rd win of the year.
Just can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. Pitch to first baseman coming towards it. Sean Lane goes down with the ball, but it's in his hands. That's 2 outs, and suddenly what looked like a chance with the DC Gray coming in against an Andrew Johnson pitching performance that was not so hot is suddenly down to their last out.
Yeah, the Grays here with Frayer, bottom of the order. 2 outs, Andrew Johnson taking care of business, and his Maryland teammate there with the catch fell down, but got it to land.
That Terrapin connection, beach to turtle there, gets back up. Oh my gosh. Johnson is just...
He just needs some time to warm up.
Well, it was his first appearance for the team. Here comes the 0-1. Another strike.
It's 0-2. We are one strike away from the Bethesda Big Train registering their first road win of the season. The 0-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Andrew Johnson, a 1-2-3 inning. 2 Ks, 5 total, as your Big Train win 5-2 here at the DC Grays Field.
You know, what a way to end it. Big Train get 5 runs, their most of the season so far in a regular season game. And Andrew Johnson had us a little worried there, but was really rebounding and did exactly what he needed to do to close this one out for the Big Train. All around great performance from Bethesda this evening.
Yeah, that was an outstanding performance from Andrew Johnson. Struck him out and then got a pop fly and then struck him out in 3 pitches. I believe he was actually, if that had not been a fly out, he could have had an immaculate inning. It took him 7 pitches.
Yeah, quite efficient. Coming in, I was like, I hope he can be just a little more efficient, and he was. He did exactly that. Unfortunately for the DC Grays, they fall to 0-3. They'll take on the Thunderbolts tomorrow at home, but the Big Train moving on to face the Alexandria Aces at the Pove.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there with you guys for that one. That's a 7 p.m. start time, as always, for home games.
I believe it's hot dog night. Just want to mention that. It's some sort of partnership with our community hero tomorrow night is Nourishing Bethesda. It's an organization that works to combat food insecurity, in the Bethesda area. And I believe they're doing some sort of partnership with our very own Catalyst Hot Dogs. So money toward hot dogs goes toward the organization, something like that.
My hope is it's also hot dog night for Nick and
For
Natalie.
us, yeah, it should be soon.
Richard has tweeted out multiple images of Catalyst hot dogs, and he's killing me, our good friend, the PA announcer. I want them so bad. Apparently, it's like a wide menu of options, too. Like, he's been working through it. What a guy and what a restaurant, Catalyst hot dogs. But putting the meat aside, getting down to the meat of the game, your Bethesda Big Train with an outstanding win today, 5-2 at the DC Grays. 2 RBIs off a single from Garrett Felix. Broke the game open when they were up 3-2 and sealed it in the 7th inning.
And great pitching performances. Sanders got his start on the mound, again recorded 6 Ks, and then Johnson coming in there recording 5 of his own to close things out. So all around great performance, and I'm excited to see what the Big Train can accomplish tomorrow.
Again, thank you guys for tuning in. We will, of course, be back with you tomorrow, and then Sunday will be a different time. We'll talk more about that tomorrow to make sure you all know, but that will be the Juneteenth Spectacular on June 12th. Of course, as always, thank you for tuning in. I'm Nick Poor here with Allie Navarrete. Allie, any other thoughts before we close out?
No, I'm just excited for the next one.
All right, Roll Train.